Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live. Got a few things to talk about tonight. And if you notice my thumbnail on here this week, you'll see that I did get a sturgeon. So I'm pretty excited about that. I got a really cool video coming out for you tomorrow for that. In fact, this week I will have videos on Monday and Friday. I was going to try and stretch it out one extra video a week. However, the sturgeon video I was so excited to put out that I made sure that it's going to be on Monday. So so tomorrow we will have a video coming out. I believe I put it for 4 p.m., but it's going to be a sturgeon video and it's going to be very cool. So hey Don, how you doing tonight, buddy? Hey there, Rick. Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. Hey there, Richard. Hey sis. Yeah, you guys are going to love this sturgeon video. It was a lot of fun. And, it's funny. You guys, last week, a few of you were talking about, me taking a trip downstate and stuff to get the sturgeon. So I don't know. I just kind of let that get to me and I decided to take a trip of my own. And it paid off. It paid off good. That was probably the happiest moment in my entire life the other day. So, but I hope you guys are all doing good. I will have a couple auctions tonight. I'm trying to raise money so that I can have enough to go fishing this week because I actually overspent with kids rods and things like that, and I just don't. Yeah, I'm not even able. I haven't been able to fish the past couple days because I can't afford to go anywhere. So I will be doing auctions tonight for that, and also I will be asking if anybody is able to please donate money into the kids fishing pole fund. I'm gonna have to make an entire just fund up for that because it's gonna cost so much in shipping and stuff that I definitely can't afford. I do have a whole bunch of really cool rods here that I will be talking about and showing off tonight. I've got them hanging up. I've got them sitting around here. There's just a lot of them, which is great because I think I'm at 25 rods right now, and there are 50 kids, however. So, whatever I can get for donations for rods or for shipping money would be wonderful. Hey there, Jack. How you doing, buddy? Hey, John. Good evening. Hey there, Mark. How you doing, brother? Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I will. I was gonna have it as a secret for the show, but I will break it on here. Rick got a sturgeon as well. After the day that I went out on my own and caught one, I was so excited to get Rick out, and we planned on it the day. It was 2 days after I caught mine. We went back out, and Rick got his own sturgeon too. So definitely a great time. Hey there, Barry. How you doing tonight, buddy? Hey, Scott. Good evening. Hey, Chuck. How's it going, buddy? Huh. That's weird. I don't know, Chuck. I've had my internet has been good for a few weeks because I had them do some work on it over here. But the kids' polls are all between $15. You figure you're looking at for like let's say Wild Kratts or Mickey Mouse or any of those. These little kid rods are anywhere between 15, 18, sometimes 13. But after shipping, it's all 15 to 20 for these. And the bigger kid rods are obviously more. Most of these bigger kid rods are more in the 20 between 20 to 30 range. So you figure for all these kids rods, it's like 15 to 30. But then shipping, it's a minimum of $10. It was 10 something for me to ship one these little rods out recently. These like the Moana one. So yeah, it's going to cost money, that's for sure. But it will be nice to see kids getting the rods, and that was the only thing that I asked for in return was that I wanted to see pictures of the kids holding the rods, or even better, video of them holding the rods and a fish, or even just a picture of that. In fact, I'm going to try and do a complete different giveaway towards the end of the season. It'll be more into winter, but I'll draw names of kids, whoever won rods and have pictures of them holding fish. I'll put them all in their own little kitty and draw together and try to get them something else. So yeah, I'm always shorting myself, John, and it's really tough. And no, it wasn't all just donations. In fact, to get the ball rolling, I ordered the first four rods, and then I started buying other things. So it's been tough. But hey, Michael, how you doing, buddy? Good evening. Well, that would be great. Thank you, Don. That would be very good. Yep, I appreciate that because, like I said, I'm trying. I'm looking forward to this growing. I think this is all just a beginning right now, and I have a feeling that this is going to get even bigger and bigger. Which, yes, I can't afford it all on my own, but I'm hoping that people that can help, that are able to help, will do it just to help these kids because it's nice to see them not only get rods in their hands, which, yeah, I'm sure some of their parents could, but you know what? These rods are going to be different. These rods are going to be used on the show so these kids can actually go back and watch and be like, yeah, that was my rod right there. He caught all those fish on my rod and I autograph them. And I don't know. I think the kids will really cherish these rods even into their adulthood. If they enjoy the show, it could be something that they cherish. So I'm really looking forward to this thing growing. I have some big plans for it. I do want to say a huge thank you right now to my buddies at Panfish Slayers. They are out of Bay City, Saginaw area. And if you watch my videos last year, you see they make really nice ice rods. And they were kind enough to donate 2 brand new ice rods. These ones aren't even out yet on their website, but they donated 2 of these, which I will also be doing as kids giveaways, but obviously more towards winter. So I'll probably be doing kids giveaways with the ice rods towards the end of November into early December, but that should be a lot of fun too. But yeah, 2 really nice ice rods were just donated. And like I said, I got a whole pile of regular fishing rods, which I'm excited about. I got a few here that I'm going to talk about that I'm probably the most excited to use. Um, I know, Barry. And it's funny, I've reached out to some and I haven't heard back. It would be really nice because I know a lot of the bait shops can write that stuff down, as I believe they can write it down as like a donated thing on their tax returns. I don't know how it works personally, but I would hope that that's something that they could do. And I'm going to reach out to Frank's because, hi, Jem. I know Frank's likes to help with stuff like that, and maybe Northwoods. I don't know. I just got to get out and thank you, Don. Thank you very much. I appreciate it because, honestly, as it sits right now, I wasn't able to ship those rods that were just one today because I know that's probably, I mean, they're big rods. They're Wonder Woman rods, which are awesome. If you watch my video, you'll see how great these work. They have really nice handles on them, great grips. But yeah, these are probably going to cost me more to ship. So I appreciate your donation. Thank you very much. But yeah, I am hoping though that I can get some tackle shops into this because it would be nice to have that extra help for sure. So, hey, Leonard. But yeah, one of the rods I have sitting here though that I'm pretty excited to use. Again, I want to thank the donors because I have had donations come in for the rods and it's been wonderful. I mean, I definitely couldn't afford the 24 rods that are sitting behind me. But this right here, somebody was talking to me about it the other day and said I should try it out. It is the Dock Demon by Zebco. If you watch the videos on this, it's pretty amazing. They're trying to do the thing that Ugly Stick originally did, I think, because in the videos they show people bending this rod all the way around to the butt of the pole. It's a very, very strong rod. I'm hoping it would be nice to do it this week, but whenever I can afford to, I want to get down to Saginaw River and I want to throw this baby out for some catfish. I want to see what kind of catfish I can get on this. So yeah, this rod I'm saving up for a catfish journey, and then obviously I'll be giving it away to a lucky kid. And then I've got this one here that I'm interested in. And the reason I'm interested in this one is it's very unique. Okay, it's a whole line of rods that the kids casters, which is the ones you've seen us use, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and Paw Patrol are also kid caster brand. But what's unique about this one is it doesn't have eyes if you look at it, which is strange to me. And the line actually runs through this tube. It runs through the rod itself, which in the long run, it makes that rod very, very stiff. But it's going to be interesting to see how this thing works anyway. And it comes with a rattle bobber, which is awesome. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. That makes it cool. So yeah, but this rod right here, this is the tangle-free rod. I ordered this one, the camo one. I wanted to see how it works, but yeah, it's going to be a cool rod for sure. Well, I appreciate it, Don. I really do. Honestly, I need all help I can get with this because, like I said, it's going to be a big thing. And I'm happy that I've already been able to give 4 rods away to 4 lucky kids. They're ages ranging all 2 to 17. So it's going to be nice. But I am trying to get this going as long as possible, Don. This is something that I want to, as long as I've got kids coming in, getting entered into this that need rods, that's how long I'm going to try to go for. So, like I said, right now, I mean, I've been getting donations like crazy, and I couldn't be happier about that. It's a wonderful thing. I mean, I've got, anywhere from, big kid rods all the way to little kid rods, which is wonderful because that's exactly what I need. The kids, I figure 2 to 6 can use rods like this little kid caster here. But then, when you get above that, I figure from 7 up to 17 or whatever, that's, older kids that can start using the bigger stuff and need bigger rods. So, but yeah, I'm very excited to try all this stuff out and get it into kids' hands. I mean, some of these are just awesome looking too. I'm sure kids would love all this stuff. So it's going to be a good time for sure. Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing, buddy? I do actually. Nickels, I've got a couple of them, I believe. I've got, well, the one I just showed you, the Rod Demon. Oh no, that's not an ugly stick. You know what? That's a Zebco. I thought I had. I do. I have one. I have one ugly stick right now. This is the Hot Wheels ugly stick that I've got. This is a pretty neat rod, and honestly, I think it would be a really great trout fishing rod. But I do have this one ugly stick right here so far, but I don't have any of the kids' spinning reel ugly sticks yet. So, yeah, and honestly, if anybody wants to donate any kind of rods and reels, it doesn't matter. Kids, like I said, 2 to 17. So, dock demons, kid casters, any of that stuff is great. Or ugly sticks. I would like to see some ugly sticks come in for these kids too that are a little older. How do kids enter? All I need is names and ages. That's it. But I do, like I said, I ask that when they win them, the parents either send me a picture of the kid holding the rod when they get it in the mail, or even better, if they send me a picture of the kid holding the rod and a fish that he caught on the rod, or she, and that would be wonderful too. But to enter, it's free. All I need is kids' name and age, and yeah, I add them to the list. So. And I do ask that the parents watch the video, obviously, because what's the point if they're not watching the video of the rod? So the giveaway videos are on YouTube, so the parents have to watch the video. Even if they just scroll through it real fast to see if their kid won, it's better than nothing. So, but I hope you guys are all having a good week. Like I said, I'm trying my best. If you've seen my thumbnail tonight, I did get my first sturgeon ever this week, which you're gonna see. I freak out. I ain't gonna lie. I lose my mind when I catch this fish. It is by far the happiest fishing moment of my entire life. I mean, last year's muskie was wonderful, but I don't know. You can't beat holding a dinosaur. You really can't. It was something amazing, and I think you're gonna like that. That video will be out tomorrow. Like I said, I was too excited to just let them sit. I need to get that video out, especially, and then I've got another video scheduled for Friday. So you're gonna get a bunch of videos this week. I'm trying, especially lately. Like I said, I haven't had the money to even leave the house the past couple days, so I've been just making videos. I got a whole bunch on here that I can back up, but it would be nice to get back out fishing. So, like I said, I will be doing a couple auctions tonight just to try and raise money so that I can get my butt back outdoors. One of the boxes tonight I've got is a LT Outdoors box, and it is literally packed to the rim with lures. I stuck as many in there as I could, including the ones that aren't even out yet that I will be releasing this winter. They're going to be, they work open water too, but they're going to be amazing for ice fishing. So yeah, but this rod's got all my LT Outdoors stuff in it, or this box. That's going to be one of the auctions tonight. The other auction, which I packed this too, this is a box weighing over 2 pounds of Freedom baits. There are little Freedom baits, big Freedom baits, it's all literally Freedom baits. All my favorite stuff's in here. So I will be doing it's all mix match random stuff. DMRs, Ring of Fires, Barracudas, Evil Bugs, all that stuff's in here. So yeah, I will be doing that tonight too. I'll be auctioning off this big old 2-pound box of Freedoms and my box of all my LT Outdoors lures. And that money will go to keeping me on the water, hopefully this week. So amen to that, Barry. Amen to that. Yep, it is nice. And like I said, I will be doing a totally different drawing for the kids if their parents send me a video or picture of them holding a fish with the rod that they win. And again, they'll be in a whole different drawing for stuff. I do have other items that I'm going to be drawing for kids too, including the other day, my buddy John got me this Spider-Man tackle box, which I thought was cool. and it's empty. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack this thing full. So, and this isn't going to count towards a kid's rod. Okay, this is just going to be. I'll do a tackle box drawing for all the kids that are in it. Um, Obviously, not 2-year-olds in that for something as big as that, but yeah, I'll be doing a Spider-Man box loaded with stuff, and I've also got these right here. Robin donated some things the other day, which I thought was interesting. There's these couple little kids boxes here. This one's pink, and I mean, there's literally a little bit of everything in these boxes, which is cool. There's bobbers, and one thing that I'm excited about that I am going to do a video on. Okay, I think this will make a fun video. This is a fishing setup right here. Okay, very old school, but it's a hand line with a bobber attached and little sinkers, and I'm going to do a little fishing video with this, and that's going to all be part of the tackle box giveaway. And I will sign the tackle box and everything. And obviously, I will, even though there's a bunch of cool stuff in these boxes, like scissors and things like that, which I'm not going to give these away to 2-year-olds either. It'll be older age for this kind of stuff. But all these great things are in here, and I will pack it full inside even more. And I will add, more stuff and sign it and all the good things. But it's got a little bit of everything in it. Both of them do. She, like I said, she ordered this one, and there was a boys one that came with it too, that is green. So I've got a green and a pink, and these two will be donated for kids. Hey there, Slip. How you doing, buddy? Hey, John. How you doing tonight? But yeah, these are going to be donated tackle boxes to kids. I'm excited about that, and like I said, I can do a little video on it. I thought this was neat though. I got to assume that this is, unless this hooks to it to carry as a strap, but to me, I got to feel like this is a stringer of some sort. But it comes with some fish line and some hooks and a bunch of sinkers and all the goodies that you would need to get started. But again, I will also pack these full of other lures from donations. I do have some tackle companies that are going to start donating. I'm waiting for some of that stuff to come in, including Freedom Baits. They donate a bunch. Widowmaker donated a bunch. So the kids are going to have lots of cool tackle. Also, I had another company. This company, I feel like it wouldn't be so kid friendly for little kids, but it's called the Bad As AZZ company of plastics. So I will be getting those too, and I'll toss them in probably in these boxes and stuff. Will be packed full with all kinds of fishing stuff. So again, though, I need all the help I can get with this kind of stuff, because again, it costs more than I imagined to ship these rods or to even get more rods for the kids. I mean, I do have a bunch right now. Again, I'm very thankful for that. But we do have as of tonight, before I got on, there's 50 kids put into this right now. So I'm very excited about being able to help these kids, but I will need help to do so. So I appreciate that. And again, I will be doing a couple auctions tonight too to try and get me some gas money so I can hopefully do some fishing this week. So, hey, how's it going? How you guys? How's the Williams family tonight? I thank you for that too. Yes, please. I see there's almost 50 of you watching, but only 25 thumbs up. If you can, hit that thumbs up button. I know it's silly. Gemma's down there wagging her tail. She agrees with me, but yeah, hit that thumbs up. It does help the channel grow. I know, like I said a couple weeks ago, I was trying to decide if I wanted to continue the lives because my numbers are going way down, which I get it. It's summer. A lot of people are out doing the bonfires and things like that tonight, but yeah, it kind of sucks. I went from like 100 something in the winter to 50. So, but I do appreciate you guys. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing tonight? Thank you. And again, I want to say this. Congratulations to the kids that have won. Again, I'm happy that so far with this whole LT Outdoors rod giveaway, that's 4 rods now that are being put in kids' hands, which I love. The whole idea of that is wonderful, and I just look forward to hopefully seeing these kids catch some fish. And I plan on letting this thing build too. People were telling me I should do a fishing derby, which I totally agree with, but it's getting a little late in the season. I mean, kids are going to be starting school soon, but it is something that I should think about with all this, kids portion of the channel. I'll do some sort of a kids fishing derby next season. I think that's something I should really do in the spring. Who knows? I could probably do an ice fishing one too, but just something to think about. So thank you, Barry. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Slip. I appreciate that. Appreciate the donation. Thank you. Exactly, Nichols, exactly. It is nice, just the idea of these kids getting out fishing is a great thing, you know. Even it's, Rick's grandson there, David, he's all about the electronics too, but I'll tell you, you put a rod in that kid's hand and he'll be at it all day. So it's great to see kids doing stuff like that. I do have his granddaughter added into this though, because she doesn't really have a rod. So she's in the drawing. I will show you, this is how I've been doing it too for the drawing. I've got kids again broke up from ages 2 to 6 in one category, and I've got them separated for boys and girls. That way, if it's a rod like something like this that honestly could be anybody's rod, it's not really pink or anything like that. These kind of rods, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl, they can both have it. But for like Disney Moana and stuff, I'm not going to give that to a boy. But yeah, as you can see, we got a whole bunch of them, and this is just the ages 2 to 6. I also have, there's not as many girls, I will say that are in the 7 and up range, but there's a few more left. So honestly, the girls' odds are really great right now because I don't know, there's only like 6 in there. So yeah, these girls are definitely going to get lucky, but it is great to have all these kids in here. And again, if any parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, anybody that wants to put kids in, just let me know. All I need is their name and their age. If it's a common name like Sarah, obviously I'll need a last name or last initial or something, just so it doesn't. I don't want to pull a tag out and be like, "Congrats, Sarah," and have a million of them. I'd be like, "Did I win?" So yeah, yeah. What's their ages again, and how do you spell their names? I'll write them in right now. I don't think you didn't put them in already, did you? I don't remember seeing the Williams in there, so I don't think so. It, I don't think you did. Yeah, I don't say no to that. If anybody can help ship on the rods, that's a great thing because it definitely costs more. It definitely costs more than I had imagined. Um, Thanks, Adam. I'll put them in. Yeah, because I don't think you'd already put them in. That doesn't sound familiar. I will. I have a major like list up front though with everybody's. I'll recheck, but I don't think you put in yet. So I'm gonna write you down right now. And tell Theron and Hadley I said hi. I hope you guys are doing very good. They're growing so fast. And I do have some very cool rods up right now too. So again, I'll accept any rod donations too for any age because like I've got kids right now aging anywhere from 2 to 17. So I do have a bunch of little kid rods, but I also have a lot of little kids added. So it does, if you can afford to get a 15 between 50 even $13 to $20 rod and send it to me, that's wonderful. I'll take any of those donations because it all helps. And I'm hoping Rick's been super busy with working the fields now, but I'm hoping I can get his butt out there this coming week so we could do some more testing with the because I just did today's giveaway was for the kids that were 7 and up. So again, next week I'm gonna do another one with those kid rods. So we'll do a little kids giveaway. I'm just gonna keep flip flopping back and forth. So yeah, they probably Cub Scouts as a whole, like they're their own organization. They wouldn't. I know I couldn't do anything with them, but it would be nice to throw a fishing derby. Even, if you follow my show long enough, you'll know that I did that bingo tournament and I had a separate kids bingo tournament. Even something like that just for kids, having their own bingo cards and stuff to fill would be fun. Sounds good, sis. Thank you. Yeah, because I haven't been able to, the last week's shipping was tough enough, but yeah, I got to be able to. It's going to be anywhere between 10 to 20 to ship these rods. So what do you have to use job as far as bait? Hey there, Richard. I'm guessing you're asking me what to use for bait on Fletcher's. Honestly, well, I'll tell you right now, my favorite thing to use. I was gonna say my pounders because I do like to rep myself, and obviously they do work. So if you haven't tried my panty pounders or my pig pounders, they are definitely great on the ponds. However, if I had to choose one lure out there, I would say it's the beetle spin, mostly because you've got one of the main big panfish species out there. If you're talking panfish, is crappies, and there's also a lot of really nice perch in there. These work great for both. So I definitely recommend using beetle spins. This one here is rigged up with one of the Widowmaker shimmer jigs. And you'll see I got a crappie video coming this week, and I caught a bunch of really nice crappies on these. They work great. But yes, a beetle spin with anything you want to add on to it works great on Fletchers. Hey Max, how you doing tonight, brother? We're here tonight talking about the kids fishing giveaways I've been doing. We got a lot of cool rods here, tackle boxes, things like that for kids. I've been trying to save many big boxes as I can so that I can hopefully ship this stuff out. I've got everything for kids age ranging 2 to all the way up to 17. So yeah, I did get some really neat rods the other day. I got my Moana one finally. I was hoping that was going to be here last week, but it got held up in shipping. I also have this really interesting one here. It's supposed to be tangle free, which I can't see how it would be, but this thing here, the line runs through the rod itself, which is stiff as a broomstick. It's going to be interesting. I'll just say that. Be interesting. But as far as tangle free goes, I will say this: all those new kid casters, they're hard to tangle. They are. Even I don't even have to hold the line when I reel it in. I mean, it seems like they're tangle free. But I also got this cool Zebco Dock Demon. I'm hoping to do a video really soon on the Saginaw River with this for cats, because this thing is supposed to be unbreakable. Obviously, I'm not going to even try to break it. I hate when I see guys on videos actually attempting to break this stuff when it could be given to a kid, you know? But it would be fun to see what it can do with a cat. Yeah, I could definitely. We don't have very many up here though. Like we don't have much of that, Barry. Well, one thing, now that you're mentioning it, we do have one of the guys at the Alcona County Schools got a hold of me recently because they're trying to do a fishing club. So if they do, I will volunteer my time into that. But hey, I hope you did good today, Max. I hope you did good. How'd you like those sturgeon pictures? Like I said, is unbelievable. I've got the sturgeon videos are coming out tomorrow at I think 4 o'clock. And I will warn you right now, I freak out. I know most videos you probably used to seeing me catch big fish, and I'm not really losing my mind, but the sturgeon thing really got me. So, and we even went out and got Rick on his own sturgeon the next time out. So it's all in all, it's a really great video. I hope it gets some views. Yeah, there is. Well, actually, one of the guys that runs the Walleye Club donated some rods, so they're kind of he did it off his own self, but because he's got sponsors too through different companies, but he donated 6 rods last week, I think. So yeah, his name's John Crutland. He's a good dude. Thanks, Max. It was so much fun, man. I just, my whole life, and legally, we could have kept his, and I didn't have a measuring tape the day that I caught mine, but it was probably legal too. But I couldn't see myself doing that. I really can't. To me, that's a dinosaur. It's something that if left alone, this is lake sturgeon. So keep in mind, this is not the ones you see getting 12 foot long. There's a whole bunch of different species of sturgeon. Most of the giant ones are the white sturgeons and stuff, but these lake sturgeon, they get up to about 6 feet if they're left to grow. So I really don't want to be. I don't want to keep any that aren't that big if I know they can get that big. It's one of them, kind of like me measuring the perch. I'd rather see them grow if possible. So I know a lot of them do, John, and I was talking to the guy about that, and he said that he's been trying to get it going for a while, but there was no volunteers up here. So I did tell him I was gonna, if he gets it going, I will volunteer. I will get into that. So it should be good. All right, in 1 minute, I will be doing the auctions tonight. The auctions tonight are going to go towards getting me on the water this week. I overspent this past week between rods and other things, and I don't even have gas to go anywhere right now. Plus, the Sturgeon place at Otsego Lake, for those of you that are interested, it's almost 2 hour drive for me. So we burned up some gas this week. Hey there up north. Amen to that. Amen. I couldn't agree more. But the first box that I'm going to be doing, actually it's 7:30 now, so I guess I'll auction now. This box right here is an LT Outdoors box. It even has my lures that are not out yet. I will be doing a big reveal and coming out with these right before winter because these are going to be exceptional. They've got dropper chains on them. If you haven't seen them yet, these are going to be my Dizzy droppers. They have dropper chains like a Haley jig, yet they got rattles in them because they are my rattle caps. So these are going to be amazing on the ice. I already know they work. I did a video that when I come out with these, the video is going to come out with it. I perch fished with them and the perch hammered them. So it worked really well. But there is a ton of pounders, both pig, panty, 2.0s, harnesses, bottom pounders, which is what I caught the sturgeon on. Even Rick caught it on the bottom pounders. There's just a ton. I mean, everything that I make is in this box. So Leonard started it off with 30, 75 bucks if it's the protocol. What's the protocol? 30 right now for all this. Not sure if Chuck meant to put a bid in or what that was about, but we're at 30 bucks right now, guys. Again, this has everything in it, including the new ones that are not out yet. So I packed it full. There's a bunch in here, and this money goes towards getting me on the water this week. So hey, that's cool, John. That's something I wish I got into when I was younger for sure. Hey, there you go. Thank you. Thank you, chicken. I'm glad you like that, man. Yeah, that Nichols Lake was fun. I would like to get over there myself again. Hey, Terry, how you doing this evening? Terry come in at 40 bucks right now, guys. 40 bucks. There's a ton of lures in here, so. Oh, 75? Chuck's in at 75 right now. 75 bucks for this box, guys. Comes with all this stuff. Again, this helps me this week to get out and do some fishing. I need to get out. I know it's going to in the next couple days, but after that, I got to get back out and keep pounding it. I've been on such a roll this year. I can't stop now. So, but I really want to get out. Like I said, if I can make it to Saginaw River and hit the cats with this Dock Demon by Zebco, I would love that. And the kids giveaway is going to be crazy for that one. So, but yeah, Chuck right now has her. We're at $75 right now on this box. Thank you very much for that bid. 75 again is going to help me with gas for the week. I appreciate y'all. And anybody that wants to donate rods into this kids rod giveaway, I appreciate it. Even ice rods. I'll say that right now because I plan to go all winter with this stuff. And Panfish Slayers of Saginaw, Michigan has already donated a couple beautiful ice fishing rods. These ain't even out yet on their website, but these are going to be part of the giveaway for kids, probably more into late November, early December. So, but 75, Chuck's got it right now, 75. Going to let it go 10 more seconds if anybody else wants to put in. Dude, I got so many pike videos. People are complaining now about the pike videos. I ain't even joking. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. You got him, Chuck. Thank you very much for that, buddy. Just if you haven't already, message me or email me your address so I can ship these out, and then you can send the money either through Venmo, Cash App, anything like that. Anything, any way that you want, you can do, or even a check. Doesn't matter to me. Dude, there's so many more coming though, chicken. Like I have, if you become a member to the channel, you can, and I'm not talking Patreon, I'm talking just membership part of this channel. I think it costs like $1.50 or $2 or something. But if you become that, you can actually see all the videos I already have uploaded. I am uploaded right now all the way till the first week of September, which is awesome. But I have a lot of really good pike videos, and I'm not done yet. I'm trying to get 30 pike in a day. I really am. And my best this year so far was 22. My all-time personal record was 28. So I'm trying to get 30 in a day, and hopefully I can get out to do that this week. One thing I'm trying to do this week that somebody asked me to do was a video in downtown Alpena in the kayak. I will be going up there for pike and bass. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. There's a lot of, if you've never been in Alpena, the Thunder Bay River runs all through there, and it's beautiful up there with a lot of good fishing spots. But I've never done a video up there, so Yeah, 30. I'm trying to hit 30 pike. That's my goal. 22 in a day was best this year, but I know I can do it. I catch a lot of pike. So, but thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Chuck. I appreciate it. I've got you wrote down. Just get a hold of me, get the money over, and I will send them out to you. Um, hey, brand new, just auctioning some stuff up. How you doing? All right, this box here is the Freedom Baits box. Like I said, it's over 2 pounds. It's 2 pounds, 4 ounces of plastic baits. There's Ring of Fires in here. There's DMRs. There's um, more Ring of Fires. There's what do they call that one? Warthogs, sea wolves in here, evil bugs. I even threw in a random pack of these, which I have tried these now and I love them. These are those Damiki baits. I threw in a pack of these in there too, but everything else in here is Freedoms. Again, there's over 2 pounds of it. There's javelins in here, which is what I use on my 2.0s now. So yeah, really good baits. But again, if anybody wants to bid on these Freedom baits, there is over 2 pounds of them in here. The money all goes to a good cause. It's keeping me on the water so I can keep pushing content out to you guys. So 50 bucks. Robin comes in at 50. $50 for the 2 pounds of Freedom baits. And there's even Barracudas in here, which are definitely my favorite Twitch minnow on the market. Rick loves them too. So all right, thanks, Chuck. I will actually just throw that in here right now. There. And if anybody wants to send any kids rods or anything too, that's the best address to send them to. So, hey, Mark, thank you. 60 bucks. We are 60 right now. That's for over 2 pounds of Freedom baits. There's panfish baits in here, bass, pike, all that stuff. So everything you've seen me catch. Hey there, June. How you doing? Everything you've seen me catch fish on from Freedom Baits is in this box. So 60 bucks right now, 60 bucks for the more than 2 pounds of Freedom Baits. I'm going to let it go for 30 more seconds if anybody wants to go on here. Mark's got her at 60 right now. 65. Robin comes in at 65. 65 bucks on this 2 pound box. Lots of goodies in here. It's a 6x6x6 box of plastics. I pushed as many in there as I can. There's 65 right now for it. Gonna let it go for another 15 seconds on the clock. See if Mark wants any more on there. We got 65 right now. Robin's at 65. 65 bucks for the 2 pounds, over 2 pounds of these. And again, I thank you guys. This is gonna help keep me on the water this week. Otherwise, I'd be stuck in the house all week. So, all right, 5, 4, 3, 2. You got them, sis. 65. There's a whole lot of plastics in here. So I mean, there's even sea wolves at the bottom. I mean, there's a lot. It's all good stuff. So congratulations, sis. I will write your stuff down here, whatever I did with the marker. I don't even know what I did with the marker now. Probably threw it in that last box. I'll grab another marker. Yeah, just get me that new address, sis, so I can send them out to you. Oh, thanks, sis. That's nice of you. I will do that. I will, yeah, that would be great. I'll put them into kids' boxes. Thanks for that, sis. Get the kids. Yeah, I will be sure to put them in actually, as soon as I get off tonight, I'll start mixing these into all those little kid boxes. They will love that. Appreciate it. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you very much. Like I said, I was just talking about hopefully doing the kids derby. I plan on doing, it's too late in the season. They're going to be going back to school, but I hope to do the derby in maybe ice season, do one, and then next spring. But yeah, I would definitely. I can't reach the box right now, or I would, but I thank you for that. I appreciate it. Maybe I can auction it off next week. I'm looking at it right now. I know where it's at, so I appreciate though. Yeah, Max, he donated last year a bunch of stuff from Japan, which is really cool. to add into the fishing tournament that I was hoping to do this year. But I will auction off that Japan box. I'll do that next weekend. That'll hopefully keep me fishing for the next week. That would be cool. So thank you for that. But I am still planning to do a kids tournament. I just got to get my crap together here, guys. And right now, like I said, with all the kids rod giveaways and stuff, that's kind of got me. I mean, I've definitely got a lot going on right now, but I'm trying to still get out and do as much fishing as I can to keep the content rolling. Right now, like I said, I am backed up, which this was my goal. I wanted to get videos uploaded until the beginning of September, especially so that I could start posting an extra video a week. Now, this week, you will have an extra 2 videos because you're going to have a sturgeon video coming out on Monday, tomorrow at like 4 o'clock, I believe. And then actually, I thought it was crappie video, but I think I put the perch video on. The other day, I decided to go perch fishing with some minnows. I bought 4 dozen fathead shiners, and I went out and caught a bunch of really nice perch, including my biggest one of the season. And I think that video is coming out on Friday. So from now on, I'm going to try to have it where videos are Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Plus, you still get your middle of the week Wednesday video. So it's going to be busy on here. I am hoping that it boosts things up, hopefully gains more subscribers. I know my video views have sucked lately. It's really a shame, especially if it's got bass in the label. People don't want to watch it. I don't get it, but yeah, it's been rough lately. The past 2 videos, I don't even think they broke 500, which is shocking to me. And even the kids video, the kids challenge videos, I thought would take off, but they're not doing that good either, which is a shame. But I don't care, if people don't watch them, I'm still gonna do it, and I'm still gonna try to get kids some rods. So, the honestly, Barry, I don't like fatheads. I'm gonna tell you right now. I prefer shiners, the legit blues. I like that for especially perch. I like that flash. But um, this past season, Gordon's bait, they had a problem with their pumps or something, and it killed off most of their shiners. So it seems like most of the places right now have fathead minnows. Like Wellman's has fatheads. You can get fatheads at when I bought them the other day, it was at the dam store. But again, I prefer actual true shiners over fatheads. Fatheads, they're nice, but they're not as flashy. I like a minnow that gets down and really puts the flash in the water, especially on a sunny day. But fatheads, they're more of a dark. They actually, to me, they look identical to an Asian carp. Most of them, anyway. So, thank you, Benny. Thank you very much. It brings me a lot of joy that you like my videos, Benny. I know um, a lot of you that are members, like Rick on here and stuff, you guys comment on my videos when they come out, like today. Honestly, if you were a member, you could see the sturgeon video already. It is already uploaded, but it's not for everybody until tomorrow night. So yeah, if anybody wants to see the videos, the days that I'm putting them out, because I'm backed up. I put videos out very often. In fact, today I put another video out already. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on right now. But if you become a member on the channel, you can see my sturgeon video before it comes out. But it will be out tomorrow evening too, though. So, but yeah, I thank you for your membership, Benny. Appreciate it. In fact, I think the membership is how you get that thing by your name. Let me see. Where's Rick? Yep. Yep. You guys got stars by your name, and that means you're a member. So, yeah, I mean, they work. Honestly, any minnow is going to work, especially for perch and stuff, but I do prefer shiners. I should just start catching my own. I mean, there's a lot of shiner places around here. So, oh, you seen the sturgeon video already? Man, it's gonna be such a good video. Like I said, I was so excited between all of it. The only thing I will tell you guys this, and it bummed me out. Rick already knows I've complained a million times about it, but that day I was trying to only have I put up a pole in my boat with a camera so that I'm getting a bigger, wider view of me and everything else that happens. However, when I was fighting this sturgeon, and I didn't expect this, he went just outside of the camera while I was fighting him, and he jumped completely out of the water. It crushed me to see that the camera was just not on the quite good enough angle for that. So it did. It killed me. I mean, that was my favorite thing of the entire fight and it was a short fight. My sturgeon got himself tangled up. He was rolling. And I guess I'm lucky that it didn't break the line because one thing I learned about sturgeons that was unique is they've got what's called scutes on the side of their bodies. It's actually their armor, and that scute is very sharp, especially on these younger sturgeon. Even though they're big, like 50 inches, they're still young. I mean, sturgeon get, like I said, up to like 6 feet for these lake sturgeon. But yeah, it was pretty crazy though that he jumped all the way out, and I missed it on camera. Also, though, I always assumed that they were going to be, totally dry feeling on the side and everything, but they are slimy. They got more slime than I would say a pike and a catfish combined. I mean, it was pretty wild. You'll see if you pay attention in the video when I caught mine and I'm hugging it, you'll see the slime all down. When I let it go, I'm like, it was bad. My whole body was slime. Basically like I rolled in a pile of northerns. it was a it was something, but I wasn't complaining. I was so freaking happy about all that. And if you're wondering what I caught them on, it's night crawlers. I did a bunch of reading up. I would like to go back and try with some cut bait one time, maybe on just one rod. But crawlers is definitely a great way to go if you're fishing sturgeon. And the best thing is you want to really mound them on, which makes sense. I mean, they're a big fish. They're not looking for one little thing on the bottom. If they see a clump of crawlers, they're going to go over and try to suck it up. So yeah, and I actually dipped it in maple syrup, which was something that my one friend Richard Bray told me to try, and I was surprised it did. That was the only rod that got hits that day. I had one other hit that dropped it, but yep, it was pretty interesting. Yeah, if I did one a week, John, like people already complained when I only had two a week. So I mean, I don't know. I gotta have as many as I can. The more views that I get, the more money I get. I'm still only making the same amount that I have been for like 3 years, but I'm hoping to get the views up. That's what I really need is the views to go up. And if it does, then I'll be all right. But yeah, it's been pretty rough. The views definitely need to go up. And somebody last week was saying that my views don't go up because I fish for the same thing all the time and I fish in the same places, but I don't, obviously. I'm always fishing different stuff in different places. The only thing I haven't targeted much this season is trout. The main reason being this has been one of the hottest summers that I remember, and it's just consistently hot, and that sucks. I mean, and I don't want to, I have a hard time in the heat anyway. I get dizzy. It's hard to stay hydrated when you're walking a stream because obviously carrying water and keeping it cold at the same time is very hard to do when you're walking a couple miles down a stream. So I don't know. It's just been a really rough season for that kind of stuff. But yeah, too. Thanks for that, Rick. Yeah, and both of us we did catch them on the LT Outdoors bottom pounders. That is what we caught the fish on. So the fact that the sturgeon I really think there's something to that too, because sturgeon are just cruising along, looking for stuff on the bottom, and I do have a feeling that any color down there is going to catch their eye. Rick was using the chrome willow blade the other day. I got mine on the pink. And again, I think any kind of color down there or at all, any kind of extra flash is going to help draw them sturgeon to it. So the rods that I had rigged up without a bottom pounder, just plain hook, they didn't get touched. So my friend Chris that lives on or has a place on Otsego Lake, he's the one that got me interested because he's been catching a bunch of sturgeon out there for a few years now. But I will be sending him a bunch of bottom pounders for free to go out there and try because I do want to see if there's really something to that as far as the sturgeon, targeting bottom pounders over just a plain worm. Yeah, it is. It's all about the views. So this is the way you got to look at it, John. Like, normally my videos get around 1,000 or better, which is awesome. But if I only did one video a week, that's that 1,000 views is great and all. But if I did a second video that week that also got 1,000, boom, I'm over 2,000 views now, and that is how it adds up. And on average, if I can break 1,000 views on a video, I'm making about $20 a video. Trust me, it's not much. I get it, but I got to try and put out as many as I can, and hopefully consistently keep the views going. Because if I do, then I'm hopefully going to be all right and be able to make it. But yeah, hot and humid with smoke for sure. Yeah, it's funny though. The smoke hasn't bothered me any. I mean, to me, I always remember hot, humid summers just being foggy as it is, and I don't smell it. I don't really feel it. It might be doing something to my body. I don't know because I have been out in it a lot. I've been paddling in it. Last week I paddled 6 miles in one day, just one way. So I'm I've been putting in a lot of work out there, but it has been a lot of fun. And like I said, this season, I've already caught more bigger fish, I think, this season than I ever have in a single year. It's been pretty wild, but I do only have two species now that I need to catch in the state of Michigan. That's all I have left. Other than, I caught a tiger muskie. Technically, I haven't got a Great Lake muskie, so I could put that on there as an extra. But I need to find places with buffalo. If I can catch a buffalo, I'd be super excited. So I'm going to be watching. If anybody has any buffalo locations they wouldn't mind sharing, let me know. I know most people shoot them, but I would like to go out and catch one. Also, gar. I'm trying to figure out the best gar locations. Not somewhere you just see one here and there, but I need a really good gar location so I can scratch that off my list. Um, Oh, I figured they'd hit a drop shot. I really don't think there's anything that a sturgeon won't eat. I mean, they're definitely an opportunist feeder. I mean, they go around and pick up whatever they can get in their mouth. In fact, I don't know how many of you seen it, but there's a video of a mermaid getting her head sucked in by a sturgeon. She's fine. She got it out and managed to get out, but God, that'd be freaky. But that sturgeon, they have a mouth that comes out, and I mean, it literally comes out of their face quite a ways, but it's amazing. And I bet you if you could just feel that suction, like when it sucked that mermaid's head in, had to have had a lot of suction for it to be able to do that. But yeah, it is truly they are a very cool fish. Very cool. Thank you, Nichols. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, I'm trying my best. I do want to get some more pike fishing in because I love doing that. I would like to get down or back up to the UP. This is one thing that's going to suck, though, guys. I really want to do my trip this year, but thinking it over, I will say this. At Otsego Lake the other day, I buried the car again, trying to put it in, right? My buddy Chris told me to go to a little launch off the side. It was all sand, and it just buried the car, buried the boat. Also, the spot that I go muskie fishing in the UP, that launch is very steep. And even with that little truck I had, it barely pulled like it just revved right up with the boat. I don't think I could pull it out with the car there. I don't. So I might be screwed this season for that. That's what I was wondering too, Owen. I kind of figure they might move out. I don't know. Maybe they'll come back up in the fall. It's something I need to read up on. But now, are you talking for Gar, Cheryl, or Buffalo, or both? I do need to do another hot pond video, even though I mean technically anymore it's not really a hot pond because it's not warm water discharge like it used to be. Those fish, a lot of those fish are still coming in there. So Saginaw Bay area, yeah. But I need to find a spot that they're centered in because I don't want to go out and target something in an area where there might only be one every few hundred yards. I don't, Chuck. I wanted to the one season, and I did go up there one year. It was when Ruby was a puppy. We went up there and camped, and the campground is stupid. I mean, it's so loud, a lot of just ridiculous people there. So we went. I ended up getting so frustrated that me and her took the boat out at 3 a.m. on Black Lake, and I'll never forget that either because that was when I first learned that sturgeon jumped. They were porpoising all around us all morning. It was a beautiful, calm morning right up till sunrise. Then they didn't do it no more. But it was truly something to see. And I wish, see, legally you can't go there and target sturgeon. I would love to go there and catch and release. But that is one of them lakes where their season is only open for that short spearing time in the December, I believe, or maybe January. But it's only usually like a 17-minute season, so you can't even go there to catch and release fish them. Yeah, I definitely do, John. That's for sure. Buffalo is a fish, Max. It's a lot like a carp, but they have a long thing on their back fin. It's kind of interesting. Look them up. Yeah, it's a species we have here in Michigan, but I've never caught one. I don't even think I've seen one, to be honest. They don't have it. I mean, it's Barry. It's been closed for years, but it's not closed to where you can't get in there. It's only closed off. It's always had a gate where you can't get through. Even, I mean, as far as I know, 10 years ago, it had that gate and it was chained off. But you can still get into the channel itself, and that's where all the fish are. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, that would be cool. I did see them on what river? I seen them on the Tawas River and the Asable this year, but it would be nice to find them. And honestly, I know I've talked about this guy before, but if you guys ever get a chance, look up Richard Gene the Fishing Machine on YouTube. Really cool dude. I'd love to meet him one day. He's a southern guy, catches a lot of fish. But what interested me most about his channel is he's got a video where he uses nothing but nylon rope for gar, and he does very good with them. And it makes sense. He actually he cuts off a piece and he brushes it out, and when those gar get a hold of it, he doesn't even set the hook. As soon as they grab it, they start rolling. They get their teeth all tangled up in that. And in fact, they are tangled so hard where it takes him a while to get the rope. When he pulls them in, it takes him a while picking that out of their teeth. So I would like to try the nylon rope thing on them, but see, I never heard that, Barry. I didn't. I figured they'd be like carp, but Saginaw River. I just wonder where they, like we were saying, they might not be in there this time of year because the heat. I don't know. Limits of what are we talking here, John? Harbor Beach. Yeah, I don't know where that's at. I'd have to look that up. Oh, it only had a cable across it. Yeah, it's been fenced for, I mean, it's been fenced for at least 10, 12 years now. But I think I have them on here, Slip. I do. I mean, I can always do more, but if you anytime you guys are wondering if I have a video, just Google search it. You can type in LT Outdoors and drum, catch and cook, or sheephead or whatever, and it'll come up. I know I've done it before. I did the lobster method with it once, and I've just fried it before. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just tougher fillet, but yeah, they do. They get big and they're really a neat looking fish. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Barry. Yep. Yeah, Richard Jean's Alabama guy, but he does really good. Oh, walleye, I gotcha. Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, I got the Saginaw River used to be amazing for that, but ever since those dams blew out, it hasn't been that good. Northeast side of the thumb. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, I've never been to Harbor Beach. I've heard of it before, but I do, I have been, I try to pay attention to what videos get the most views. And honestly, perch, which I believe it's because most people have such a hard time finding any quality perch in a lake. My perch videos have been doing good. So I am going to start doing a little more extra perch videos because they take off. And I know pretty soon in September is when they start getting them on Hubbard Lake. I will try to get a good Hubbard Lake video this year. I hate that lake with a passion, but I will try to get one in. Just to me, there's so many better lakes that could be targeted rather than that. But lately, I've been fishing perch on the Asable River. The backwaters have some wonderful perch, and they've been, it hasn't been very hard to find them. I'm just fishing the drops. You'll see in my videos coming up here that literally every weed bed that I can find that has a nice drop along it has a bunch of perch. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'm getting some big ones. Like I said, my biggest of the season I just caught will be in my Friday video, and it was 12. It was almost 12 inches, so real big. Yeah, most of the Saginaw ones do good, yep. I gotta be targeting the right thing, though. It seems like, some of the Saginaw videos don't do good. It seems like the walleye ones are always the best, but, again, it hasn't been a very good walleye run for a while. I do wanna get back down there, though, and fish. I'm wanting to say it's Lee Street. It's over by where it turns into, was it Shiawassee, or turns into the other river, or Tittabawassee and whatever the other one is. I'd like to get back over there because that's a lot of fun in the summer. Yeah, ice fishing. I really hope the ice stuff does good again this year. If we have another season like we did last year, it's gonna be awesome because that was really good. And you will be seeing a video come soon where I catch legit giant bluegills. I mean, these were all just shy of 10 inches. They were freaking awesome, and a big sunfish as well. But I found another spot that I plan on targeting this winter if I get a chance. As long as the ice gets good, I'll be able to hit them, and it should be a lot of fun. So that's it. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, Tittabawassee, Shiawassee, and Cass, the headwaters, right from, I believe it's Lee Street launch there. But Yeah, that is one of my favorite places to fish on the Saginaw in the summer. There's so many different species up there right now. But well, I am off for the night, guys. Thank you very much. Again, if anybody wants to donate for this kids rod giveaway, I really appreciate it. I have lots behind me. I just have to come up with all the shipping for them, and it definitely doesn't hurt to get more because I've got 50 kids in it right now and only 25 rods. So any donations are great. I appreciate you all. I will chat with you next Sunday. Have a good week, guys. Thanks again for the donations and the auction stuff so I can get my butt back fishing. Take care, guys.